A little bit over a year ago, I listened to $100 million offers from Alex Hormozi for the first time, and I was so moved that I listened to it. I actually that same day went and got the book and read the book, and then after reading and listening to that book multiple times right throughout the last year, we took 3 specific concepts from that book that Alex wrote that were absolutely amazing and helped us 10x our business, which meant over 250 more clients signed up for our business last year than we had ever had signing up for our business before. And in this video, I want to specifically go over with you what we learned that help us do just that.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey, my friend, I'm Super Sid, the marketing shaman, and I help life coaches and healers go out there and find more freedom in their life so they can go out there and create more of an impact, right? We have a free course down here that helps life coaches and healers be able to do just that down there in the description, and you can go down there in the description and grab that free course that's going to help you go out there and make your first or your next $10,000 in your life coaching and healing business right now. Just go down there in the description and grab that at startmyfreedompath.com. About a year and a half ago, got this book from Alex Hormozi and went through the entire book, both in audio and the actual physical book. And the concepts in this book we really took to heart. We realized how simple, right, he made it. We simplified a lot of what he was teaching in this book, but the big thing was we took action on the concepts of this book with the offers that we had in our healing business at the time. And ultimately, by taking action on what he talked about in this book, we 10x'd, really 10x'd our business, right? Signing up more than 250 more clients for our healing business, right, in under 1 year than we had ever done before. There was 3 specific things in this book right here, right, that we worked on and that we really honed in, that Alex talked about, that helped us do that. And in this video, I'm going to go over with you what those 3 things are so that you can not just look at theory and what Alex talks about in this book, but you can see how we took action on the theory, the amazing concepts that Alex talks about in this book, and how you can possibly use those exact same concepts and how we used our business, use them in yours so that you can go out there and 10x your company just like we did. Without any further ado, let's rock and roll. All right, so first things first, when we really went through this book, when we listened to it for the first time and then bought the book and actually used the book inside, there's notes and all this stuff in this book, right? But when we started using the book, the first thing that we realized was when Alex started talking about Grand Slam offers. He talks about Grand Slam offers in this book very early on, but one of the first concepts that we realized was that our offer really wasn't like urgent enough, right? It really wasn't going out there and answering all of the objections. It wasn't going out there and answering all the things that people wanted and needed to be able to reach the result that they had. I realized that we had gotten sunken into what we classify as a freelancer trap when it comes to our healing business, because we were out there offering more of our time instead of resources, right, to help people get to a result. There's only so much time that you can give away, and ultimately it can really hurt you when you're looking to scale a business, right, and help impact more people as a life coach or as a healer, because you're only trading your time. Now, I'm not saying trading your time is a bad thing, and it might be something that you do early on, but when you're really wanting to scale that business, you're really wanting to go out there and create a lot more impact, get the freedom that I'm sure you desire, we need to understand how that we can shrink time and get done with more things that we can. And the way that we really identified being able to do this was adding and creating Grand Slam offers instead of just offers with 1 or 2 things, or offers with calls with us where we would explain the things. We just gave the things to them and helped them do it without us having to be there. This opened up a lot more time for us to be able to fulfill these over 250 new clients that we brought in, but also helped a lot more of those people reach the result they wanted and ultimately be happier with the service they got. Because of this, we were actually able to get a lot more referrals, testimonials, case studies, and things that we were able to use that allowed us to use those types of assets in our company to just speed up this process and continue this process to happen over and over and over again, because now it's people talking about us and it's not us talking about us and not us having to go out there and pay advertising dollars to go out there and get traffic. We're getting traffic because of the results that we are getting, just because we were able to make an offer that was so irresistible, people loved it and felt stupid at saying no to it. All right, so after we went out there and we understood Grand Slam offers, the next thing we understood really was what he talks about as niches that earn riches, right? Or riches are in the niches is specifically what he talks about in this book. And I think really as life coaches and healers, a lot of people get stuck in really being scared or fearful of niching down. Whether, we crossed that bridge as well. In fact, my wife had a lot more trouble crossing that bridge in her healing business. As a healer, she wanted to help as many people who needed her help. help. But ultimately, when we look at, right, that we are a for-profit business and that there's a group of people that we can go and help with the thing that we have, that are in a group of people that are in a niche, are able to have a lot more of an impact within that niche and then grow, right, internally, the better and better we get. We don't, my wife specifically was so scared of only helping moms that she wouldn't help people that weren't moms that still could use her help, right? But understanding that by helping and creating more and more impact with moms specifically, the more and more moms and more impact she created with moms, that meant that more and more people were hearing about her, and then it helped her broaden and open up the more that she grew. But for a lot of us, right, for under $10 million a year, which is exactly what, Alex talks about in the book specifically, we need to start looking at niching down, and we need to start looking at how we can go and find the groups of people who could not only use our help, but use our help right now so that we can go out there and help them with the solution that we have, help them with the Grand Slam offer that we create, and actually go out there and make it real by helping them with a solution that we are looking to help them with as life coaches and healers to begin with. All right, so third and last, and certainly not least, is going to be really at the end of the book, right, $100 million offers, where Alex talks about execution. And he specifically talks about making your first 6 figures, your first 100K, right, following a formula that he puts in that chapter, right? And ultimately, one of the biggest takeaways that we took from this last chapter of $100 million offers was the simplicity of it all. I think it's real easy to go out there and look at Alex and him being on TikTok. He's on YouTube. He's got the podcast. He's on Facebook. He's big on Instagram, right? He's, huge in shorts and all this other stuff. But I think what is really, really, really cool about Alex is, and Alex has been doing this for 6 years. When you really look back at how Alex has built his influence and built his companies, he was doing this for 4 years before anybody really took a huge notice. He really didn't skyrocket until after 4 years. And ultimately during that time, he was following what he talks about at the end of this book in execution, and that he built it one platform at a time. I think ultimately to get what he talks about ultimately to get to your first 100K that we really took to heart was one platform, right? One offer, and basically it's just the series of one, right? Instead of going out there and trying to be on Instagram, be on YouTube, be on, Facebook, be on TikTok, be on podcasts, and do all of these things and put 80% of our effort into all these things, we put more focus into the fulfillment. We're focusing on putting the marketing on the platform where people were going and figuring out how to find the small groups and niches of people there than just trying to post everywhere and hope for the best. By doing this, we were very quickly able to start building a group of people who wanted help with the solutions that we had, and then ultimately, right, start helping those people with the solutions that we had, which then started getting people to sign up with us a lot faster than we were getting before. We started doing less of going out there and hoping and reaching out to people cold, and started doing a lot more of attracting, because we were so loud on that one platform and we were seen as the person who could help that with that thing on that platform. Ultimately, when we put all of our resources behind on that first platform, we were able to get to what we wanted on that platform a lot faster, make the get the impact we wanted to make on that platform a lot faster, which then gave us the opportunity to move to different platforms like YouTube, TikTok, podcast, and other things like that. Because when we start looking at all those different platforms, you're going to notice we're talking about the same things. It just happens to be on a different platform where people are consuming information. So ultimately, right, once we got the first one right, getting the second one, the third one right, getting the podcast right, the YouTube right, all that stuff became a lot easier because we got it right on one platform instead of trying to get it right on all the platforms at the same time. If you're a life coach or a healer and you want to get access to this book, there's no affiliate link, there's nothing like that. We'll give you the direct Amazon access to where you can go grab this book. It's absolutely changed my life and my wife's life and our businesses, and I'm super confident that it would do that for you as well. If you're a life coach or healer who's looking to go out there and make more money right now, and maybe you're looking to go out there and just really looking to get started, right? You're looking to get the belief and the vision and the plan of going out there and becoming a life coach and signing up your first or your next client, I got a free course for you. It's down here in the description. You can grab it right now today and get started right on going out there and making your first $10,000 as a life coach here or a healer here in the next 30 days or less. Make sure to go down there in the description and grab your free course right now. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. Let's go out there and make a choice to win today, not only by subscribing to this channel, but by going down there, getting your free course and your free copy of $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. We'll see you on the next video.